social workers, therapists, instructional coordinators, training and development specialists.
Hi, I'm Ms. Dominguez, and I am a kindergarten teacher at Green Elementary, and I've been teaching for 14 years.
Oh wow, okay. So I want to ask you some questions. Some ways you motivate your students.
For the younger ones, it's a little bit easier because sometimes you give them stickers, you can give them, lots of things work with the younger ones. But I think all students in general, what works is that you recognize them, especially when they're doing a good job. So, let's say kids who have a really hard time sitting still, and that few seconds that they sit quietly and you let them know, like, wow, Johnny, you're doing such a good job sitting down. That actually helps them. So it's a positive reinforcement. They really enjoy that. They like the attention. They like to be recognized. And I think even more than giving them like a sticker or a cookie at the end of the day, that's one of the things that helps them.
Concerned about while teaching.
What I'm concerned. Sometimes what concerns me is when I see that kids don't get it. And so I think at that point, I start brainstorming, like, how can I help them? Or is there something else going on? That's really more of my concern when I see children struggling and I try to figure out why. I think sometimes some concerns too are, you get to know your students, so when I see changes in their behavior maybe, I just kind of worry and I say, okay, what's going on? Let me try and find out how I can help them. Thank you.
First of all, I want to start off by asking you if you could introduce yourself and tell me something about yourself.
Okay, so I'm a kindergarten teacher at Western Avenue Elementary School. This is my 13th year, and I enjoy teaching.
Okay. So the first question is, who helped you apply for college and was it difficult?
My 12th grade English teacher helped me, she encouraged me to apply to college, and I just went by myself and applied at different colleges, and it was difficult, but it wasn't impossible.
So now the second question I'd like to ask you is, how do you manage to keep up with your personal and your teaching life?
Here at school, like I said, I've been here 13 years, and I'm very lucky to have a principal that provides us with that extra planning time. So we have grade level collaboration. I have great colleagues that we work together and we plan. So we have time aside from our regular instructional time to plan. And at home, I just have my family that is very supportive.
Okay. The last question I want to ask you is, how does a career in teaching impact our community?
I think teachers have a great impact not just in our community, worldwide. We're the ones that building those future leaders. So I think we need more great teachers that can motivate those students to become better in life and teach them all the skills that they need so they can grow up and be lifelong learners.
In the graph, out of 100% of the people working as teachers, only 23% are male and 76.3% are female.
As you can see right here, this is the highest degrees earned. 4.1%. Bachelor's, 43.1%. Doctors, 1.2%. And 51.6 teachers that have a master's. As you can see, the largest number are masters and bachelors that are teachers.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I want to award this first award to someone who has had perfect attendance throughout the whole year without missing a day and without failing a test. And I also want to give her the award for the most scholarly person in this campus. Lisbeth Morales, please come up.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I have graduated from USCI and have a bachelor's in literature and science. I'm going to apply for a job.
So, hi Lisbeth.
Hi.
My name is Principal Angela, and I just wanted to ask you a few questions. So, tell me about yourself.
Well, I recently graduated from USC.
So, Ms. Beth, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
I will
as well.
contact you when we've made a decision.
Okay, thank you.
So much. Hello, is this Lisbeth Morales? Oh, it's Principal Angela calling from the Scholarly Academy of Arts.
Hello? Yeah, this is Elizabeth.
Lisbeth, the reason why I wanted to call you was because you got the job. And now I want you to show up on Monday morning.
For this offer, I won't let you down. This means so much to me. And I'll see you on Monday. Angela. So the first problem is 3 plus 5, which this is on your homework. So if you're having trouble like finding the numbers, instead what you can do is just triangles or something, so you can add it. So add that. So since there's 3, you want to draw 3 circles or triangles, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then you can draw 5 triangles. And you can count from there. So stand up. So how many do you see in total? So 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, so write A right there. Okay. So 3 plus 5 would
8?
yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we'll work on another problem. Okay. And I want you to do this problem by yourself. Okay. So then let's count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. So 5 plus 2?
7.
Okay, good.
So many of you may be wondering why this is the Lexile level leader for teachers, and it is essential because they communicate with their students and with their parents when they need a parent conference or when they have any questions.
Some pros that teachers have is they get summer breaks off, which is a good thing. Being able to influence kids in their lives, being in charge of their own classroom, saying what is correct and what's not correct, can work with parents for kids to grow, such as communicating with parents, and see them grow physically and mentally.
Even if there are many good parts to being a teacher, there are also some bad parts. Some of these parts include the disrespectful and undisciplined kids that you can find in any class. There are also kids that are working at different levels, so if you teach some students one lesson and you teach another student another lesson, it will become difficult for you to balance what you will have to teach them. There are also times where you will have to sacrifice time with your family to grade or do any type of work that is in school. And not only do the students have to test, but teachers will also have to test and go through special different types of tests, such as the SATs, or the ACTs, or the benchmarks. So some of the responsibilities teachers have are grading papers, helping the kids if necessary, managing the students' behavior, planning everyday lesson plans, and having a certain type of experience in technology. So now, Ms. Sanchez, I became interested in your education. So can you tell me a little bit about your educational background?
Okay, so I went to Cal State LA 4 years. Right after high school, I went to Cal State LA, and I knew what I wanted to be, so I got a bachelor's degree in child development. So after I got my child development degree, I went back and I got my teaching credential and a master's in reading and writing. So it took me a total of 8 years to complete my bachelor's degree, my teaching credential, and my master's in education.
Some skills that teachers need to have is instructing. Teachers need to be able to help the kids understand what they're doing as well as teach them how to do certain things. Another skill that teachers need to have are speaking really well. Teachers need to be able to communicate with students as well as with co-workers and parents of the students. Training for teacher. Teacher must obtain a license and be certified if they want to teach at the public school. They must also pass the general teaching certification test as well as passing the specific subject test they want to teach. For a private school, the only requirement is to have a valid state certification. Overall, this project really taught me how teachers have to work and as well manage their time with their family, and it taught me that it can be difficult, but it's not impossible. And it taught me also how if I would want to become a teacher in the future, how it would look for me as well.
Overall, I think that this project was really good and it was really helpful for me because I improved my communicating, interviewing, presenting, and technical skills. And I know that these skills will eventually become essential and become a part of my high school graduation and when I enter college. I was also able to understand what it was like to become a teacher or what things you needed to become a teacher. The last thing I enjoyed about this project was working with my partner and being able to use technology as a way to make our presentation more entertaining and more appealing.